everybody. Welcome to another edition of Get It, Got It Good. I am your host, Naja Wilhite Carter. And as always, I love to bring to you guys local talent, DMV talent, talent from everywhere, but just movers and shakers. And today, you guys, I get the honor of interviewing Jeho, who you do a lot of stuff, man. So you guys, I'm going to let him run down the whole list of things because it's just so numerous. I don't want to miss anything. So say hi.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Jeho. Nice to be here. It's definitely an honor to be here. I'm really excited. Most definitely. Yeah. I've been looking forward to this for like a whole week. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you were looking forward to coming and spending time with me. You should definitely tell people y'all need to come see Naja because she does the thing.
Of course, man, definitely. So everyone is gonna be watching this or are watching this right now. You definitely need to come see Naja. She does amazing. I've been following her interviews on Instagram. It's always fun, energetic, and on point. Basically, showcasing like local DMV talents. I mean, a lot of people do that, but the way she does it is it's amazing. So y'all definitely need to check her out.
See, love all the way around.
Yeah, most definitely,
We actually had a chance to work together.
Yes.
What, you worked with me and you worked with my daughter. And that's actually why we're here today, you guys. I want to definitely give what you are doing a platform because what you're doing is amazing. It's needed. It's definitely eye-opening. Awareness needs to be had. Do you want to tell the people about this project?
Most definitely. I'm currently working on a project titled 150 billion. So it's about creating awareness for the women and children that are being taken into the sex trafficking ring. So we're trying to create awareness to that because not a lot of people know that. Because like I remember I was having a photo shoot once, and I was talking to a client about it, and he had the biggest look on his face. He didn't even know that women or girls are being trafficked here in the DMV. Like it's like there's a really, really big ring in Baltimore. So he had no idea. And when I told him the human trafficking industry is like $150 billion a year, and he was like, oh, what? So it's like it's really crazy that a lot of people don't know about this, but most especially young people, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm trying to make this project to get the young people involved and to know about it and know what's going on to our sisters, our mothers, or our friends and people that you might even see on the street, like thinking everything is okay, but deep down, like something is going on, you know.
And it's amazing because, like anything else, awareness is a key. If you don't know, then how can you change or be on the lookout or protect yourself? So you definitely need awareness. And I know a lot of the times these heavy conversations and things we don't want to talk about, but that just seems to run rampant in our community anyway. We have to have that "you're black" conversation. We have to have that when you get pulled over conversation. We have to have that "don't go out alone" conversation because your melanin is valuable. Your body is valuable. People are making money off of us, and we need to know that so that way we can protect ourselves. So what's the whole project? So you're gonna get awareness, but how do you plan to do that? Is it a movie, a documentary? What's that about?
Originally I planned to do this as a movie, a short film. So as time went by, I started talking with my co-producer. She's also brilliant, by the way. She started like to introduce this idea of making it also doing like interviews to make a documentary. I was like, wow, that really hasn't been done before. So I thought about merging the two, the best of both worlds. Like we do a short film, right, and also do a documentary and merge them together. So it's like, the film part is gonna be so we're doing the film. It's gonna be like a short film. It's not gonna be like not a normal film that goes like an hour and 30 minutes. It's gonna be way shorter. So basically the documentary piece will give the opportunity for survivors and people that work in, like, let's say, anti-sex trafficking organizations to basically give the viewer like more in-depth information on basically everything that goes on in the whole sex trafficking scene, you know, and give basically the signs and how victims or survivors can be helped, or how basically things to look out for. It's crazy. I mean, this whole project has given me a whole new perspective about everything that's going on. It's really it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
to say the least.
So
Yeah, exactly.
with that being said, knowing that it's heartbreaking, is heavy, just like a role, if you're an actress and you have to play this heavy role, it wears on you emotionally and spiritually. But you still undertake it. What was the driving force behind you even becoming aware of this situation and then wanting to tackle it in this way?
Wow, that's a really good question. So I first started getting like aware of the whole sex trafficking thing through Instagram. It's crazy, but yeah. So I started seeing like this was a pattern, right? Sometimes on my feed I'll get like some things about women, girls being sex trafficked, or girls being abused and all that stuff. So like I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, this could happen to anybody. This could happen to, God forbid, my sister. You know, that I mean, like, because you never know, because the way the whole thing, to my understanding, to the little I haven't even began to scratch the surface of how this thing works, but the little I know is that girls could be lured through fake relationships, right? They meet this random person, and like the person like, oh, I love you, but meanwhile they have like some ulterior motives, like to get them into the whole sex trafficking thing. Or they can be gotten through social media as well too, which is crazy. Like I had no idea. So like getting to know these things and like, wow, this is deep, you know. And it's like when I looked around, there's like, of course, a lot of people are doing amazing work trying to put into the spotlight to get people aware about it, but I didn't see anyone coming from a younger generational perspective. Like, so like a young person going out there and like basically trying to get in front of the young people is like, oh, this is what's going on, this is crazy, like we should be talking more about it. So that basically ignited something in me, you know, to want to take on this project. So that's basically how I got into it. So I'm really, really excited. At the same time, it's really nerve-wracking, like, but I'm more so excited about the project, definitely.
But that's awesome, because so many people get these feelings and want to do something about it, but so many people don't act on it. So you guys, we got to take a break, but I actually want to come back, Jeho, and talk about what caused you to act on it. And are you new to this field? I know you're not new, but what is your experience in this entertainment realm before you decided to tackle such a huge project? So you guys, stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, you guys, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we have the pleasure of interviewing and listening and learning from Jeho on this grand project that you're doing, right? But a lot of people get these ideas, these aha moments, these inspirations, light bulbs, intuition, whatever you want to call it, but they don't actually go and act on it, right? But you did that and you decided to do this project. Was this your first, dive into the entertainment world, or what is your background?
Oh well, so that's a good question. So I'm a music artist, so I'm a singer, writer, a dancer too, because I dance as well. Yeah,
Right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so also and I got into videography too as well. Also photography. So I've been doing that for over, like, let's say close over 5 years now. Yeah. The whole sex trafficking project is nothing like I've done before. And for me, it's like it's a really huge world. It's a brand new world that I'm basically throwing myself into. You understand what I'm saying? But the driving motivational force for me is that it just got me thinking that, wow, it could be my sister. It could be someone I know. You know, it's crazy that that women have to go through all of this in the first place. You know, and what makes it even more crazy is that people are profiting off of it.
Yeah, it's like slavery, but
exactly, it is slavery. It is slavery. Yeah, it is slavery. So so that basically, for me, I'm always passionate about everything I do, be it music, songwriting, dancing, whatever. If anyone that's worked with me know how I work. Everything I do, I always put 120% in it. So for me, once I started this whole idea to basically do this short film, I got a lot of saying, "Oh, bro, don't do this, or don't do it, or it's gonna be a lie." Exactly, exactly. But for me, it's like, if I don't do it, who will? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like I want to be it's not for fame, or it's not for securing the bag, as people would say these days, or whatever the case is. That we need a change. We need that. I feel like a shift going on physically and spiritually, you know. And it's like, and the young people need to the youth need to take action, take charge, you know. So I want to be part of that. I want to do something that will be basically create a change for my generation, you know, to inspire the next generation.
Because so many people are afraid, and you're saying you just dove into this whole new wide world, right? On this level. And I know that's got to be scary, but you're doing it anyway. So what's the mindset that went behind it? Because a lot of people are like, I want to do it, I'm too scared, and they let that fear hold them back. However, you went and did it anyway. So what's the mindset to allow you to do that?
It's just I just put the purpose over the fear.
You guys, that means he had a big why. You better know why you're doing something, because then nothing else matters.
Yeah.
That's all it is, right?
Yeah. So once you, for me, I realized a problem and I see a purpose. And right from the onset, I put the purpose over over any obstacle, over any problems, over anything that's like, oh shoot, this might come and people might come for you, whatever. It is what it is, you know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So thank you. So
and you had the naysayers like everybody else. You said people came out to you and was like, no.
Yeah, I did. Once I put it on Instagram saying I'm gonna do, I had like some people call me and hit me up saying, yo man, this is deep, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you sure about this? I'm like, bro, man, I appreciate you hitting me up. For the fact that you hit me up trying to, for my well-being, that's great, you know. But there's got to be somebody. There's got to be someone has to start something. Someone has to do something. Like, absolutely. I mean, exactly. Like, these are like many girls are getting into this on a daily. You know, like imagine a 12-year-old or 15-year-old, or let's say like 11 or like 13-year-old, right? Someone that hasn't even got to experience life as a kid. You know,
I don't even want to imagine it. It's
exactly
horrible. And as you know, my daughter's that age. So
exactly, yeah, exactly. So once you have that mental, I think the problem is that people aren't always trying to put themselves in a position to think about that situation. Once you immerse yourself in that space, that mental imagery, then any other thing will be like, oh, forget any other thing. This has to be done. So that would, for me, that was what it is, or what it was, basically.
Driving force. So then, okay, so you said you're a musician, you're a singer, you have videos out already that goes with your music. How is this then different from like producing a video, doing that? I know they're different. One's a film documentary and others are video, but creatively and as far as the procedures, how is it different?
Well, this one is more tedious. This is way more tedious because like a lot of information has to be put into it, has to go into it. So everything is like the process is more step by step. Everything has to be executed carefully, you know, because it is a very sensitive subject, and like people need to. You're trying to expose people to something that they may have not been exposed to ever, you know. So like exactly, so it's different from making a music video. Oh, music video for me, when I shoot music videos for artists, it's like oh, we have a treatment. It's like, oh, this then that, oh, act, do this and do that, and it's like straight to the point. But when creating a project like this, it's very sensitive and it's very delicate, so it has to be treated as such, you know. So that yeah, exactly. So that's it for me.
Okay, so you guys, I definitely want to get into the business aspect of this. Like, what does it take to actually do a project? What is the money, the equipment, the people, the staffing that's all needed? So you guys stay with us. We're going to get into the business. We'll be right back.
All right.
You guys, welcome back. We still have Jeho with us, and we're talking production and business and money. You guys know I love talking business. So, producing a video is one thing, you know, putting the music to some dances or something. How long does that take? That's like a few shots, a few scenes for a 3-minute project, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus shooting a documentary, a movie, which could be like 30, 45, an hour, 2 hours, depending on what the project is. So we know there's differences, but there's also staffing and cost and timeline and everything else difference. So can you, for the person who's never produced anything but would like to, kind of describe what that process looks like and how you go about it and the type of team that you may need around you in order to accomplish it?
Well, that's a good question. Thank you so much for asking that. A lot of people don't know. And once they watch a music video, music videos can be like, let's say, maybe 3 minutes and 40 seconds or whatever, around that ballpark, right? For me, when I make music videos, I'm on it over the clock. I can spend like, let's say, 11 hours seated, like in a day, editing a music video, like for a whole week. So like I commit like, let's say 10 to 11 hours to editing. And then once I take a break, I'm back into it. In a sense, exactly. So it's that tedious already. That's just a music video where it's like, it's delicate, but it's not as delicate as making a movie or short film such as this in this caliber. But for making a short film like this, planning, oh shoot, it's way more. It's way more because you need, everything's got to be spot on. You need the staff, the right staff. You need to talk to the videographers. You need to get in contact with the actors. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. And
it sounds like it could be overwhelming.
It is overwhelming for me when we shot, because right now we already concluded the intro to the actual short film, not the short film itself, but the intro to it, right? So doing that, I had to do all of that myself. I had to call the videographers. I have to contact the actors. I have to contact. I had to go rent like the lens and everything. I did everything myself, and also out of pocket too, by myself. Exactly. So I mean, for me, like doing that, I mean, I'm not gonna disclose how much I spent for that, for just that, but looking at that, not everybody, not a lot of people know how much I did not even discuss that. But doing that for the purpose of why I'm doing this whole project, right, trumped every other thing. Like, oh, whatever I'm gonna be spending, the X amount I'm gonna be spending, that wasn't as important to me as getting it done. Getting the thing done was my first priority. So whatever I had to spend, whatever I had to do, be on the road, whatever, call whatever, that was not as important. It is important. It is stressful. It is. I had no sleep whatsoever, and even for that period in time, my friends, and when I visited my family friends, and they were just saying, "Oh wow, you look ill," basically. Yeah, because like I was losing a lot of weight, and like it was crazy. I was going crazy, like literally. So it's yeah, it's not, and speaking from, I had to do that, a lot of it myself. So it was really 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 tedious, like compared to when I have to basically have a team, organized team, like basically have someone that's going to be dedicated to getting the videographers, getting all that kind of stuff. So it's like a full production is, for the short film, basically we're going to be dealing with a full production team and everything. So that's why it's different from making a music video. Music videos, you definitely, sometimes you need a full production, but you don't really need a full production if you know what you're doing, right? But as compared to when you're making a short film, like you need like a big budget and a full production. So yeah, that's just it.
So we're talking big budget and coming out your own pocket. You guys, first of all, like I always say, you have to, invest in yourself. And that requires you buying books, buying equipment, paying your staff, whatever it takes. You have to put money in before you can get money out, number one. But a lot of the times, entrepreneurs, they are willing to sacrifice, live on a shoestring budget, bootstrap, whatever the case may be. But they also have jobs a lot of the time. So how do you balance, or how do you come up with the extra money? Do you currently still work, for somebody else in addition to running your own business?
No, just building my own business.
See, but you guys, with that being said, this is why the stress can come. Entrepreneurship is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart, right? Because you eat, sleep, breathe on your own efforts and what you can accomplish, right?
Yeah, of course.
So that's why planning, like you said, is so important. Planning is also planning that budget and that itemization and making sure you stay within that budget. With that being said, how did you learn to do that? Do you have mentors? Did you learn it in school? Like, what was the process for you was it trial by error? How did you do that?
Well, if everyone, I'll start with this. Everybody has a unique backstory or origin story, right? But if you've lived the way I've lived, and I've learned to live, it comes as second nature, or maybe first nature. It's just like a thing that has grown in me over time. Basically, I didn't really have a mentor. No, scratch that. I do have a mentor, which was my I call him my pop. He's basically been a great figure for me in my life, and it structured me to basically know a lot of things that I know today. But separate from that, everything I've learned so far, I've basically grown and taught myself.
So you poured into yourself. A lot of people stop learning, but if you're going to be in business, you got to continue to learn.
Of
Where do
course.
you go to continue to learn your craft? I mean, guys, you shouldn't have no reason not to continue to learn. So
Yeah.
what are some of the options that you found that help you study your craft?
Basically, motivation is a big part of it. When I go on YouTube, right? I see this videographer, and I see this person, like how they started to where they are right now, and it's like, wow, that's motivation for me. Like I can do that. I'm a human. He's a human being. I'm a human being too. I can do that. I can achieve that. You know. So it's like and also what comes with it is being an African. There's this hunger for the hustle. You know, to always want to be better, to do better, to achieve more. And it's not coming from an egotistical standpoint, but to basically want to be better all around. You know. So so it's like I think that was inborn inside of me already. So also I like I said earlier, I know I'm repeating myself, but I just look at other people, like other successful videographers, like someone that I really adore and admire is Director X. So Director X, I look up to him. I've been following his work for years. Because I'm a singer too. I'm also, like I mentioned earlier, because like he has directed Usher's videos for Chris Brown, for Drake, and all that stuff. So like when I see, as from an artist perspective, I'm like, wow, this is great. But from a director's perspective, like, wow, this man is a genius. So I really aspire to get to that level and even maybe better.
Yeah.
So
it expands your thoughts, your horizon, your world, your possibilities.
Exactly. So that's like, for me, that's my motivation. That's my driving force, basically.
So, in talking about this project, we'd be remiss not to ask, when do you think the completion will be? When do you think we'll be able to see it? How do we follow it, find out more, support it? Because I know it takes money. So, I mean, support would always be great.
Yeah.
So, how are people able to connect with this project, or you?
Social media has been very instrumental to basically getting awareness for a lot, maybe almost everything these days, you know. So well, as for completion, I am almost like, because I'm also editing the intro to the short film myself too as well. So I've been doing that while I'm also doing other videos, basically. So it's
working.
Yeah, exactly. See, working.
Multiple projects. It's like,
exactly. I'm juggling everything. My gosh, like like people people always like, because I'm always on Instagram, trying like to, not just on Instagram, on Google, doing research and everything. And people ask me like, don't you sleep? You know, like literally I stay up like till I go to sleep. Let's say I stay up all night, and then I go to sleep 7-8 a.m. in the morning, because I'm usually working on a music video or a video project, whatever the case is. I'm always working on something. Like I cannot sitting and not doing anything disturbs me.
Yes, that's where we're the same. It's like I'm wasting time.
Exactly. So I feel like I should be doing something. I need to be doing something. I can't be doing something. So why not do something instead of doing nothing? You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. So well, as for completion, I would like to say that it's almost done. Like, let's say, I can't give an exact estimate right now, but let's say in a few weeks, I could drop like a teaser on Instagram, on my actual page. But also I'm gonna try and get in contact with a lot of bloggers and a lot of like people to basically spread your awareness, to talk about it. And that's gonna be like money too as well. But
definitely let me know when you're ready, because I'm already supporting the project. I support things that I believe in, and I definitely believe in this project and think it's needed.
Appreciate you. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, and yeah, definitely. So I'll definitely let you know. I'll push out the words. Definitely let you know ahead of time before I start putting anything out. But I would say this: it's looking. If I do say so myself, it's looking great. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but for what for what it's worth and what we could basically achieve without a huge budget, it's looking great. That's all I can say for now.
You're supposed to believe in your own project, though. You're supposed to be like, yes, this is what I did great. I really love it. And at the same time, look at it from a different perspective and say, okay, we really did this well. Next time, let's try this, things like that. So you always got to be like, yes, and okay, let me fix. Right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that that viewpoint perspective, because sometimes when I do something, I just get so hard on myself, you know. Like I always want to be the best, and I always want to do something where no one does it better, which is not true. Because like because like there are a lot of dope artists, a lot of dope videographers and creators or directors out there, right? But what I feel set a person apart is the content, is the message in what you're trying to do. So for me, I always look to basically I like to look into the content, the message of the content. And also, exactly. And also make it dope at the same time. So great content, dope content, and dope message, and everything just A1. So I'm always hard on myself, always, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna love it.
Well, I think as artists, because we're both artists, I'm a dancer, you're everything else.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're always the hardest on ourselves. And that's good and bad. And that continually pushes us to the next level. And so you can always use it as a motivator instead of a hindrance. So, Jeho, what are your social media?
Oh, I have I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. It's hard to keep up with Twitter for me. Yeah. I'm mostly on, I sleep and I eat and I wake up on Instagram, basically. Yeah. So my social media is ITS, it's Jeho World. It's ITS JEHO World. It's Jeho World. So I'm working on we're definitely I'm gonna speak to with my team. We're definitely gonna work on creating a separate social media handle on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter for the project. So once we start rolling out once we're ready to roll out the main short film, we're definitely gonna have all of that created prior to the release. But for right now, just basically to get awareness with the intro to the short film, it's just gonna be on my Instagram and like a few other Instagram accounts and on YouTube as well too. So I'll definitely be sharing like information about where it's gonna be or where it's not gonna be on it, all that good stuff.
Awesome. And you guys, it's Jeho World. Of course, we will tag it in all of the posts that we put on the video. We will tag it as well. And of course, you guys, you know where to follow me. And if you don't by this point, shame on you.
Follow her.
Follow me.
I know where you live.
You know, anybody who knows where I live who want to come unexpected, I wouldn't advise it. I have a lot of.
All right.
I'll behave. Yeah. Don't try me. How about that? Right. I'm the worst one. Anyway, you can definitely follow me at Get It Got It Good G3 across all social media platforms, or follow me personally at Naja NYSIA Carter or Wilhite WILHITE. I always have to thank my sponsors: Dance Solutions Youth Outreach, Mission Dance Works, One Man Sharpens Another, Maryland Prep Academy. You guys definitely go support those organizations. We have a lot of great shows this season. This is the 3rd season, guys, believe it or not. I know. So with that being said, you guys, I definitely want to shout out my networks, which are WBGR and Total Entertainment Radio. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for you, Jeho, and everybody that's viewing today.
Blessings.
You have any other words you want to depart with?
Of course. I would like to say, everyone that goes to check Naja out, I will personally sing to you. Hit me a DM and tell me, oh, I followed Naja, and I'll send you a voice note of me personally singing to you. So there you go.
Hey, see? We all support each other, you guys. That's how it's done. I talk to people all the time about networking and getting in relationships with people. And I don't mean like, you know, man, woman, woman, woman. I just mean like relationships, friendships with people. And I call it friendship farming, which is tagged by, and I forgot which author tagged it, but basically you guys got to find people that you can work with on the same thought pattern, way pattern as you, that you guys can create a mastermind and grow together. And I think there's enough room for us all. So stop hating on one another and help pull each other up, you guys. Of course.
This ain't no crab bucket. We need to uplift each other. That's the only way we're gonna get forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you guys, once again, thank you for tuning in. Nothing but love for you, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you, Jeho.
Yeah. Of course, no problem.
Research suggests that close to 50% of all small businesses go out of business in their first 2 years. Don't let that be you. Join That's My Network LLC today. Here at That's My Network, we strive to help businesses build their brand by offering connections to multiple marketing streams, including promotion across a social media platform that has a growing following of 50,000 nationwide. Let us help build and develop your brand to reach its full potential. For more information, email that'smynetwork@gmail.com. That's My Network, a network that works for you.
I wanna be loved by you 24/7, 365, like the whole world was made for me. See, I gotta know if it's true. Oh, will I feel butterflies if I fall in love with you? Girl, I got money in the bank, yeah. See, I ain't got no $1,000,000, but I'ma spend all I got on you. All my friends, they tell me I'm crazy, but I wanna be crazy in love with you. Baby, take me away, take me in the name of love, yeah. You made me go loco, yeah. Someone called Popo, she's talking about, oh, I'm falling in love, oh, darling, I swear to you, I'm not gonna fuck up. I love the way you make me go